first came to the Arches country back in 1956, this was the official entrance road. 8 miles of sand and dust, rocks. And when it rained, as it sometimes did, a lot of this turned into sand. Real wheel-sucking muck. But I loved it. I loved it all. The miserable road, the dust, the wind, the flash floods and the quicksand, the hoodoo rocks and the voodoo arches, the ravens, the space, the silence. Of course, I was paid to love this place. I was a park ranger in those days. I worked out here. Right about here was the official entrance station. I used to sit over here on a folding chair and answer questions in case a tourist showed up. Sometimes one did. The questions were always the same. Where the devil are we, and how the devil do we get out of here? I did my best to be helpful. Government was paying me $3.50 an hour to guide people in and out of this place, mainly out. I lived right over here in a little plywood house trailer. There were a few holes in the floor so the rats and snakes could get in and out. It's gone now. The government made this place a road maintenance supply depot, that gravel dump over there. When I die, if I live that long, I'd like to be buried under this pile of gravel here, if the Park Service would be so kind. Sorry about these rocks. Kind of crude, I know. When Congress appropriates the money, we'll get them whitewashed. This was a campground back in the 50s. Over here was a pit toilet. Government supplied the paper free of charge. There was no water available out here in those days. Everybody assumed if you were going to camp in the desert, you'd carry water with you. Now, things have been greatly improved. See for yourself. Paved road, a box office planted in the middle of the street, an information counter inside with a clerk always on duty. You can learn all about the Arches now without having to actually go see one. This is the road into the double arch, and the big windows arches. Used to be you had to walk in here on a little winding footpath. Took about half a day. Now you can buzz in and out of here in half an hour or less. Of course, you don't see as much, but you save a lot of time. That's the road to Fiery Furnace, I think, was. That's the road to Delicate Arch. Don't have time to go there now, maybe later. And that's the road to Salt Belly Overlook, I believe. Oh, good. We're back in civilization again, thank God. There is a $1 million well around here someplace, but it breaks down now and then. That's why they truck water in. Have to do it now. Tourists expect it. Why do people come to a strange place like this? Do they come for the solitude and the quiet? To be sad and lonely? For the modern facilities? Or for adventure? Or for something else? What are we doing here? I don't know myself for sure. We're just a bunch of ordinary people having a pleasant time in a kind of peculiar place.
Honey, come on down here. Honey, if you start to slip, throw me the camera.
There are some places so beautiful they can make a grown man break down and weep. I know, because this is part of my home. I belong here. Tell you what I do wonder about. What will it be like out here when I'm gone and you're gone and our grandchildren are gone, and even our great glittering industrial civilization has crumbled to dust. When we're all forgotten, what'll be going on out here then? Nothing lasts forever. Nobody lives forever. Everything comes and goes. We all begin and rise and fade away. What then?
Isn't he great? His name is Edward Abbey. He's not a journalist. He's free. And I love his line, "When I die, if I live that long." Music by Philip Glass, the photographer, which is also a gem of music. I'm not going to tell you where the place is in America. Don't ring up, because no one else here knows. I have the information downstairs. I think we'll leave it as one of those little mysteries, the story itself. There'll be more of News World after this.